for the thick of it all. If they don't give me room, well then I'll give them the wall. I'm gonna smoke my tires when the victory calls. I'm gonna be there, be there. I wanna see my face up on the jumbo screen. Feel the white hot metal of a winning machine. Because you win or you lose and there's no in between. I wanna be there, be there, be there.
It is time for Target Series Super Speedway Racing. We're here for chase race number 6 at the Pensacola International Speedway. This is the Can-Am 300. On pole for today's event, the 16 of Nogin Scott. Beside him in second, the 18 of Jake Galloway. Then in third place, we have Casey Nacco. Fourth place, Jonathan Reigns comes in 10 points behind the points lead. And rounding out the top 5, it is second in the points Landon Lyons, 1 point behind the points lead. Then in 6th place, Anthony Nuss, 31. 7th, we have Trey Rainey. 8th place for Oliver Evans. In 9th, it is Bronson Minnick. And rounding out the top 10, we have the 1 of Eli Bright. Back behind him, we have the 15 of Jonathan Buford. He comes in 8th off of the points lead. Starting beside him is the points leader, Danny Lloyd, a 1-point advantage over Landon Lyons. Then back behind them, we have Tyler Fink and Jack Marshall, the 60, along with Jay Randall, the 52, and the 05 of Andrew Bean. Then there's Leon Campana and Sebastian Kukulon, the 6, with Riley Spurley-Tube and Zachary DeLello, the 01. Then there's Brett Sierra, chaser, and the 87 of Mathis Wells, along with Nathan Green in the 24, another chaser, and she was outside the 88 of Jennifer Buford. Then there's 2 chasers, Evan Hunter and John Smith, with chaser Keegan Thompson and Cole Luigi in the 33. Then we have Justin Zidell in the 5 of Jeff Wright. Ken Lucrain continues Target Series dominance the past few races, looking for a Target Series win at one of his favorite racetracks, and starting beside him, Carson Bowers in the 25. Then there's Freddie Soto and chaser Marshall Burrow, with Alex Reynolds and Jack Kinnerow with the 34. Then we have Sean Richardson and Adam McDowell. In the final row, Edwin Mendez the 40, and starting beside him in 40th position, chaser Alex Fletcher and the 41. There's our starting lineup for racing here at Pensacola, this 3-mile oval. Let's go see how this racing is. 6th chase race of the season. Let's go to track and fire these cars up.
Drivers, start your engines!
Go ahead, fire up. Exit fire
up. 40 engines come to life here in Florida for racing around the 3-mile superspeedway in Pensacola. The points battle has been very close all throughout this Target Series chase and is still close in this 6th chase race. Danny Lloyd, the 38, comes in with a 1-point advantage over Landon Lyons in the 10 car. Then there is a decent gap back to the next highest driver, as Auto Club Delta Pad here for many of our chasers. Drivers like Jonathan Buford coming 8 back, 10 back for Brett Sierra and Jonathan Rains each. Alex Fletcher is 15 back, Nathan Green is 11 back, Keegan Thompson is 13 back, and some of the drivers that might be out of it. John Smith is 16 back, Evan Hunter 17 back, and then 21 back for Marshall Burrow and 22 back for Mathis Wells, the 87. Pace car to pit road, 15 laps around the 3-mile Pensacola International Speedway chase race number 6, pack racing. Noggin's got Jake Galloway, 2 non-chasers leads to the green flag. We're underway. Three wide moves are right, but to lead the first lap of the Can-Am 300, Case Nacco from third start position does it in the 66 to the inside. Trey Rainey, the 32, looking for the top spot, entering turn number 1. Tyler Fink made both rail move entering turn 1 on the initial start. Fink now 3 wide for third, moving forward on the inside lane. Fink up inside the top 3 already. He started way back behind the 15 of John Buford and the 38 Danny Lloyd. So he started outside the top 10, already up inside the top 3. We're not even 2 laps done. He's going to block Jack Marshall down low to get the run off that 60 car. He's going to move to the bottom of Trey Rainey, the 32. Fink for the race lead, entering turn number 3. Tyler, Fink, Trey Rainey side by side. Trey on the outside, Fink on the inside. Fink has help from Marshall. Trey has help from Nanico. They race a battle through turns 3 and 4. Fink on the inside, going to clear the 32 Trey Rainey as they race off turn number 4. Here comes Jack Marshall, the 60, to move low now off turn number 4. As Fink leads the field down the straightaway, he'll lead the second lap of the K9 300. They are 3 wide for the lead. Trey Rainey on the outside got a nice boost, but Jack Marshall's the inside lane, 3 wide to the bottom. Entering turn 1, Jack Marshall takes lead away in the 60. Here comes Leon Campana, the 43, up to second position. Marshall pulls away a little bit. Here comes DeLello. Andrew Bean also on the inside, moving forward. Chaser Brett Sierra had a dismal day in Auto Club in Fontana, California, looking to recuperate after a bad result and try and get back up into the championship fight. Down on the bottom, 3 wide with John Smith back behind the 09. Front 2 are single file. Marshall Campana moved DeLello single file in 3rd. They have Andrew Bean up to 4th and Brett Sierra looking for 5th in the 98. He has 2 chasers behind him, John Smith and Keegan Thompson. All 3 of these drivers really need great results, maybe a win tonight, to get them back into the championship chase. 3 laps complete. Jack Marshall leads in the 60 car. There goes John Smith on Brett Sierra, but for the race lead, Campana looks on Marshall, but DeLello goes high with the 60. No help to the 43 down low. His nearest help, Andrew Bean, about 2-3 car lengths back. If that 43 can clear the 60, they'll have a shot. But look at Marshall with the run on the top side because of that draft off the 01. I think he's going to be able to get by this 43 down the backstretch. I don't think Campana's got much for that 60 car because Marshall has all the help. The 43 doesn't have a command line behind him. See right there, Marshall clears. 4 wide to the corner for Keegan Thompson. Car number 11 making the big moves. Move chaser John Smith aside. And with that move, Keegan Thompson is right now the highest chaser in this race, getting 12 points. Here comes Luke Rainey. One last race at Auto Club and a last lap pass over a heartbroken Code Luigi. Let's see what Luke can do here. One of his favorite types of racetracks. Around they go. Trey Rainey's up in the air and upside down. Trey Rainey on his lid, back down to earth, then back upside down. How about points there? Danny Lloyd in the air. Not against Skyra pole sitter. Jeff Bright, another car upside down. That might be second to points. Landon Lyons. No, it's Eli Bright. Spurley to Bright. There's Jack Canaramo, Riley Spurley tube. Yellow flag is out for the first time. Racing back around. Marshall leads to turn 3. Here comes Leon Campana looking low. That 60's going to have room to clear. Campana doesn't want him to, though. Here comes Thompson with the run. Coming back to 10 to go in our first yellow flag. Who leads back to our first caution flag? Will be Jack Marshall up top or Leon Campana down low? It's going to be Jack Marshall. Marshall back in front. 3 wide for a second. Campana, then Luke Rainey. Caution flag is out. Our points leader in the air. Trey Rainey, after his disastrous Gatorade Cup Series crash, goes upside down again. And caution number 1 in the Can-Am 300. Our points leader in the air. Where we're second in points, Landon Lyons. He may have gotten through. We'll have to see because he's around the 8 down. I believe Beeford was kind of in the middle of it all. So this could be a great shot for someone to try and gain on the points lead if Landon Lyons does have some actually some of our chasers at the front. They're really hoping right now that some of that stuff is true, like that 10. But they see Daniel Lloyd is going to be out of the race. Going to get minimal points here today. It's going to be a bad points day for our points leader after he was involved in the big one in the Can-Am 300. Trey Rainey takes a nasty tumble. Danny Lloyd in the air. Other drivers flip as well. Let's see what happened. Our first caution flag of the Can-Am 300 is out. A 4-wide shoving match entering turn number 1 for Anthony Hernandez and Trey Rainey is going to go disastrously wrong entering the first corner. They rub together into the wall, and with Tyler Fink, the 32 lifted up in the air and upside down in the middle of the field. There's John Thebe for one of our chasers. Oliver Evans, there's Lloyd down to Jack Canaramo. 32 back down to earth, but then it's going to flip more. There you can see Matheus Wells and Danny Lloyd getting hit by Jeff Bright up over the 34. Mendez into the side of Matheus Wells. There's Landon Lyons in the middle of it, the 10. He has cars wrecking all around him. He finds a way through in the 10 car. That is insane for Landon Lyons. There you see Eli Bright flipping. 32 back down. There you see Spray 2 getting hit by Buford up in the air. He goes. Zaydell hits the back of the 5 of Jeff Bright. Lloyd still getting hit by Oliver Evans. Eli Bright took a tumble up further back. But watch this again. That way that 32 just kind of rose off the ground. And they see Lloyd getting hit by Jeff Bright up over the 34, the 32 on top of the 38. I mean, there's some hard hits. They see Pulsar not against Scott. I think Jake Gowie outside Pulsar missed it. 5 flipping the 32 again. But what happened to Eli Bright, the 1? How was he upside down this crash? Because it looked like he was taking a nasty tumble further back in the field. So he's further back. See cars going all over the place. Hernandez and Tyler Fink. He's trying to get slowed down. See Reigns miss it. They see Spray to hit the 1. The 15 also hits the 1. And Eli goes for a few tumbles on the banking of the racetrack. Let's follow the 10 of Landon Lyons through this crash. He and Jonathan Reigns, 2 chasers, were back in the middle of it, and they somehow missed it. He hit the 15 a little right there, but he still has a car that's in one piece. I mean, that little damage shouldn't affect him that much. He got away with one right there. He should have been involved, and it should have been 1 car more in this crash. Instead, he is still running, and second in points Landon Lyons got a shot to get the points lead. Look at all this carnage around him. He found a way through it. What a great job by second in points Landon Lyons, flying away through the crash. Same with Jonathan Reigns and Nathan Green and Alex Fletcher. They all found a way through it. They're all left running, all left with a shot at the end. Racing back around front, Jack Marshall has led the last few laps in the 60 car. He currently leads the NR2003 at Pensacola, as I believe we're actually going back green this time, so no need to cut away. Jack Marshall, the 60, in control, will go back green lap number 8, and out from the crash. Confirmed out, we have Danny Lloyd, Edwin Mendez, Riley Sprotube, Jonathan Beeford, Mathis Wells, Oliver Evans, and Nonigan Scott. So that should leave 29 cars left running on the lead lap. We'll see if Trey Rennie, Eli Bright, Jeff Bright, just as they don't retire. I do believe they will. They're on pit road with a ton of damage. I believe they're all going to be out, which means that this 38 driver, Danny Lloyd, he's going to get 1 point out of the day, the least of any chaser. Jonathan Beeford, another driver, tried to rebound for his championship chances, came in 3rd in points, 8 back. As John Smith, a chaser, is blown up, and Cole Luigi has an issue with the 33. 2 of our race leaders who missed the crash, they're going to be in pit road. Smith's going to be out with the mechanical issue. Heartbreak for one of our chasers trying to get back into the championship hunt. And heartbreak for Cole Luigi in his final Target Series Pensacola race. But we're back green in the KN300. Marshall leads in the 60. Yeah, so right now we have confirmed 3 chasers out. It's going to be a 4th with John Smith on pit road. So 8 laps to go. Marshall gets away in the break. Campana 2nd. Keegan Thompson low for 3rd with chaser Evan Hunter behind. Luke Ray falls back to 5th. Here comes chaser Brett Sear on the inside as others try to form a group to get up to the front pack. And Landon Lyons is slower with the damage. That slight contact, he is slower. He's going to be out of the lead draft. He's not going to get any chaser points. That's big right there. Luigi off pit road, but he's going to need another yellow flag and a quick one to get caught back up. The issue on the 09, a camshaft. So one of our chasers, John Smith, out because of mechanical issues and heartbreak as he tried to close in on the points lead. Nia Capon to the front, and how about these 2 chasers at the front? Keegan Thompson, Evan Hunter. They know right now this is their chance to get up into the points lead. Thompson looking low for Campana for the race lead. 7 laps to go. He'll get down front Mick, but the 12 will move to the inside. Bronson Mick for 2nd. So with the 10, or excuse me, with the 38, Danny Lloyd get 1 point. That's opened this whole door wide open. And Landon Lyons not going to get a lot of points. He's obviously going to move by Danny Lloyd in the points lead. The problem is, does someone like Nathan Green or Brett Sierra or Jonathan Reigns get enough result to try and pass both of them as Bronson Mick moves to the front in the 12 car. Here comes DeLello for 2nd. Nanico, the 66. Nathan Green. We have a few chasers in the front pack. The 24, the 11, the 28, the 98. The 02 and the 41. Nanico for 2nd, Green with him the 24, as Bronson Mick in the 12 leads the way. Entering turn number 1, 6 laps to go in the Can-Am 300. Adam McDowell, Jonathan Reigns. And Alex Fletcher is catching up. Reigns and Fletcher barely missed that big crash. Didn't get any contact in it. They're still in it to win it. Same with Jake Galloway, outside pole sitter. He narrowly missed the crash, but he's still left in it. And because Sean Rich and Jay Reno, they're going to be out of the draft. They're too far back. Nanico for the lead on Minnick. 3 wide for Freddie Soto down low. On chaser Marshall Burrell. We have 2 chasers lined up 2nd and 3rd on the inside. Nathan Green, Marshall Burrell. Are they going to work together or are they going to work against each other? Green came in starting the day. 11 points back in the points lead. Marshall Burrell, 21 back. 5 laps to go for Casey Nanico in the 66. As chasers start to find a way down to the bottom of the racetrack, knowing that at some point the yellow could come out and end it, and you want to be on the bottom lane in case we catch some lap cars. Our nearest lappers are in turns 3 and 4 that are slower. Hernandez and Jack Kenrao, they are a ton slower. Luigi will maybe be caught, but he's not slow because he's damaged. He's slow because he has no draft because he just came down the pit lane. For second, Marshall Burrow moves low on Nathan Green. That allows Nanico to keep the race lead. 3 wide behind them for fourth as John Thornton moves low on Adam McDowell and Bronson Minnick. Reigns to the top 5 in the 0-2. Trying to rebound. He came in 10 points out of the points lead. He has a shot to get to the points lead with a great result here tonight. Reigns to third. Marshall with him the 60. Marshall on the restart. Fell back, but now he's coming back to the front of the inside. 3 wide with 4 to go. That's for second position. There goes Jack Marshall. Andrew Bean looks 4 wide to the corner. He'll make that 4 wide move. That's for second, 4 wide. Marshall trying to emerge through the middle of the racetrack. Reigns going to back out. He doesn't want to be 4 wide, especially middle of 4 wide. That's where disaster zone is. Off 2 down the backstretch, 3 to go to the start-finish line. Can anyone get there and run down the 66 of Casey Nanico? Bean is trying to do it tough from Luke Rainey, Evan Hunter, and others as they race off into turn number 3. Look at that startling pack of cars behind Casey Nanico. Bean needs to get clear right here, but look at that. No help behind because they keep going 4 wide. They can't get orderly and help each other. Yes, right now the 05 has no help to him. As we come around to 3 to go. Evan Hunter, Brett Serra, 2 chasers on the inside looking to move forward, but 2 laps remain. Excuse me, 3 laps remain. Serra 4 wide again. Hunter will shut the door down low in front of him. Minnick with the 98. Here comes Keegan Thompson as well in the 11 car. They race off turn number 2. Here is lap traffic. It's Colucci, however, he is going to be up to pace once you catch him. Will anyone break away from the pack, or will it cause some disorder in the lead draft? Nanico's going to go around the outside. Bean will as well in the 05. Luigi's going to halt the inside. However, he's going to get back up to speed. And with that right there, look at Minnick on the inside. 3 wide, 4 wide. Minnick forcing all to the inside alone. Jay Rando. Others trying to get around. Now Luigi is going to be back up to speed right here in the 33. That 66 is going to be a sit and duck if these guys can get orderly and help each other to the front. But he's going to come down pit road. He's an issue on the 66. Our race there in the dominator today, out of it. And now with 2 to go, Andrew Bean leads. One of the best cars of the day. Now go down pit road with an issue in the 66 car. Now, who gets the victory lane? Bean has a nice lead, but he might be too far out there. If these guys can get orderly, they're going to run him down the track. They're going to have a nice run. Can they stay together? Randall and Campana looking to do that. Here comes Keegan Thompson, 3 wide with Freddie Soto and Marshall Burrow on the inside. But we're coming to the white flag of the Can-Am 300. And we have lap traffic ahead. Canoramo and Anthony Hernandez. Look at Rando down low. Side by side as they come off turn number 4. Rando on the inside, Bean on the outside, and 2 lap cars ahead, Hernandez and Canoramo. Who do they hold up? Who gets by? Beat around the outside, Rando on the inside. The last lap is underway. Look at this. They're splitting them 4 wide. Only Reigns really got held up in that. The last lap is underway. Rando trying to clear the 05 of Bean, and then Campana or Soto. Can they do something? Racing off turn number 2 for the final time. Jay Rando is clear. Can Leon Campana or Freddie Soto or someone else make a move? Down the back for the final time. There goes Campana. He's low on him. Can Freddie Soto make a move? Entering turn number 3. They are 3 wide for the race lead. Here comes Burrow. He'll shove them aside. 4 wide for second. It's all behind Leon Campana. The 43 in control. Chaser Burrow is going to get second. But it's going to be non-chaser. Leon Campana come back around in front. Off the corner for the final time. Leon Campana sees the checker flag, and he wins the Can-Am 300. They're 5 wide across the start-finish line. Leon Campana wins it in Pensacola. A non-chaser to victory lane, but a chaser gets second. Nathan Green, a good points day, as chaser and points leader Dane Lloyd faltered and finished at the back of the field. Let's go see the finish results and the updated chase standings after a crazy one in Pensacola. Here are the finish results from the Can-Am 300 at the Pensacola International Speedway. 1 caution flag today for 2 laps involving a lot of our chasers, and 8 lead changes, 7 drivers out front today in this race. Leon Campana, the 43, out in front of the white flag, or out front after the white flag, passes on the backstretch. He wins today in Pensacola. Marshall Burrow, one of our chasers, a 4-wide move to second position, and he's now back into the points race within a race of the points lead. 3rd place to Freddie Soto, 4th place Zachary DeLello, and rounding out the top 5, Jay Reno in the 52. 6th place to Adam McDowell, 7th place is Nathan Green. He now moves up to 3rd in the point standings with a great result. 8th place Brian Smith, 9th place Jake Galloway, and Andrew Bean the 05 rounds out the top 10. Jack Marshall led a lot of the race under the yellow flag. Before the yellow flag, He gets 11th, leading 5 laps. 12th place to Keegan Thompson. A great points result gets him up into a tie for 4th place. 13th to Carson Bowers, 14th Luke Rainey, and 15th for Alex Fletcher. They have Evan Hunter and Brett Sierra, Jonathan Rains. So how about those 4 chasers finishing from 15th to 18th? It was Fletcher, Hunter, Sierra, and Rains. Then Alex Reynolds and Kashawn Richardson round out the field with 19 cars in the lead draft at the end. 21st to Kukulon, 22nd Jennifer Beeford, Nanico 23rd. There's Lyons, he got to 24th. He still gets 5 points out of the day. He moves into the points lead, but it's not by much, and a whole cast of characters have just joined him within a race now with the points lead. And then rounding out the drivers on the lead lap, Tyler Fink, and obviously heartbreak for Casey Nanico, who led 4 laps and definitely looked like he was in position to win. No one could really catch him throughout the race once he was out front, but some observation on the 6.6, maybe a flat tire, maybe a loose wheel. Heartbreak for Nanico after leading the second most laps. Cole Luigi also heartbreak. Missed the crash, was in front of the crash when it happened, but had to come down pit road as we head to the restart with whatever issue was on the 33. So he finished the lap down. Ken Aramo and Hernandez were both lappers. For John Smith, bigger heartbreak than maybe anyone else, as he was going to be in the lead draft with a shot to gain points on the points lead. Instead, he gains very few, and 29th place finisher John Smith is now likely out of the chase hunt. He still has 4 races left, but he's a good distance back. Nottingham Scott Pulser gets 30th. They have Oliver Evans, Mathis Wells, Jonathan Beeford, Riley Spiritu, Edwin Mendez, Danny Lloyd, Jeff Bright, Trey Rainey, Eli Bright, and Justin Zaydell all out of the race. There are the updated points on the right side. It is now the 10 of Landon Lyons in control of the points. He has a 3-point advantage over Danny Lloyd, who now falls to second. Nathan Green is up to third, only 4 points back. The tie for 4th in points is Brett Sierra and Keegan Thompson. They are both 7 points back. And then 6th in points, Jonathan Rains is 8 points back. So it's very, very close there. Inside those top 6, they are within 8 points of each other. You have a tie for 7th in points is Alex Fletcher and Jonathan Beeford. They are both 10 points back, so they are within a race. Tie at 36 points for Marshall Burl and Evan Hunter. They are both within a race. That's 13 points. So they would have to win and then hope that the points leader finishes in the bottom 2 positions. So all those drivers are within a race of the points, and they drop down. The only 2 drivers not within a race, John Smith, who is currently 16 points back, so still has a shot, and Mathis Wells, I think his chances are likely over, as he is a full 23 points back with 4 races to go. It is still mathematically possible, however, I just don't see it happening. A lot would need to go Wells' way. You have to be perfect these final 4 races and hope that Lyons is the opposite of perfect. So I think right now it's still a 10-man race for the championship, and depending on what happens, because this has been a crazy Target Series chase. It seems like whoever gets out front, they have some bad luck. It's like the championship no one wants to win here this season in the Target Series. We look forward to our next chase race of the season. It will be our 7th chase race as we head to Iowa, is the Advanced Auto Parts 300. I will see you guys then.